Guys, it is loud. Do you hear that? Sounds like a spaceship in here, but I'll explain what that is doing in a second. But right now, let's get started. Okay, I'm recording this on my phone without a mic or anything, so the audio might not be the best, but stay with me because we are having an adventure and we're going to put this Tesla's range to the test. On full charge, I'm at about 260 miles. Now, do I really get 260 miles? We're gonna try that out right now. My tire pressure is not optimal. It should all be 42 cold, but I didn't want to fill it up this morning as I thought it would be better to just get a head start on my road trip because I'm going from Sacramento to Los Angeles. Now, that's about 6 to 8 hours of normal driving, but what we're going to be doing is hypermiling. Yes, hypermiling. I heard that a little bit a while ago, so I'm going to call it hypermiling. But essentially what it's doing is trading time in exchange for more miles, getting your full mileage right here. Since charge, we're using 230 watt hours per mile. I've gotten it down to 200 before. The lower, the better. That means the less electricity per mile you're using. I am a little bit heavy right now, though. I have a lot of stuff in my back for the weekend in LA that we're about to do. So hypermiling, what's different from normal driving? First off, I have my aero caps on. Second off, I'm driving behind semi-trucks, and that's so I can draft. If you don't know what drafting is, it's basically driving behind a wall so all the air resistance hits the truck and goes over the truck. And theoretically, since I'm right behind the truck, it should go right over me as well. Less air resistance means less energy usage. Less energy usage means less frequent stops. I'm actually gonna do a video to see if this is faster than speeding, because when you speed, you use way more electricity. The range is not accurate at all, but we gotta see, so stay tuned for that. My first destination is about 40 miles away, so let's see if we can go from 262, technically, that's my full, down to 222, that'd be an accurate 40 miles, from Sacramento to the Stockton Hilton destination charger. Yes, destination chargers. I'm gonna be stopping there and topping off. That way I am again full and ready to go to Kettleman. That's my next stop. That's the halfway point between Sacramento and Los Angeles. Now this trip is around 400 miles from Sacramento to LA, so I should make it on just a single charge if I were to stop at Kettleman, but from my house to Kettleman, it's about 200 miles, and getting 260 miles, if this range is not accurate, that's going to be really pushing it really low. So you can see hypermiling, we need a little bit more data, but we're using less miles than our vehicle consumption. Our watt hours per mile is lowering. It just went up a little bit, but it is fluctuating. So I'll see you at the Stockton Hilton chargers and I'll update you from there. I promise I'm gonna get an actual mic in a second so the audio quality will sound better. But it's about halfway to the Hilton Stockton, and I just wanted to check in real quick. We've been driving about 56 miles per hour behind this same semi-truck for the past like 10-15 minutes. So we have about 20 minutes left. And you know what's crazy? Looking at the energy for our trip, we're estimated to arrive with over, okay, it's not focusing, but 223.7 miles. It's going to be 224, which means we've traveled a distance of 40 miles, but only used 38 miles. That's ridiculous. That's like, so this car is rating the trip to go 40 miles, but really it's the equivalent, you've only gone 38 miles, which is insane energy-wise. Speaking of energy, I'm about 200 watt hours per mile, which is insane. That's absolutely unheard of. Okay, it's not unheard of, but it's really good. 200 watt hours per mile, and anything below that is just ridiculously, insanely good. So I'm using 4 kilowatt hours, and we've gone 21 miles. My LFP battery pack has an estimated kilowatt size of 60.5. 57 of that is usable, I believe. So let's just say we have 60 kilowatts in this bad boy, right? So 4 divided by 60 is 15. So 15 times 22 is about 330 miles. 330 miles! This car is rated to go 260 miles. But it's telling us, if we keep driving like this, which is totally fine, I'm relaxed right now, we can go 330 miles. Is that not mind-blowing? That's 80 more miles than its rated range for this battery. 80 more miles. That is crazy, dude. And it just keeps getting better. My watt hours per mile just keeps dropping with this steady drive right here. And my energy, look, now we're gonna arrive there with 225 miles. So it just gets better and better. I'm on autopilot, I'm just relaxing right now, and this is great. I cannot wait till I get to the charger, see what I get there. I wonder if once I get off the freeway, my watt hours per mile will be less, or no, should be higher, right? Because going on the freeway, you're just going straight, you're sitting behind a semi-truck, constant speed. When you get off the freeway, there's stop signs, stop lights, you have to go, you lose your inertia, all that stuff. So we'll see how that looks. I'll check in with the watt hours per mile right before we get off the freeway, and then right when we get to the charger. The semi-truck just took the off-ramp, so I wanted to update real quick. We were at 196 watt hours per mile, a second ago at least. Now it's 198. We're almost at the Stockton Hilton chargers, so I'm not too upset about it because we're already doing so good. There's another semi-truck a little bit of ways ahead, though I don't think we're going to catch up to it because I'm going to stay at a oh, look who's right next to me. It's another semi-truck. Okay. It's another semi-truck. We're gonna get behind this guy in a second, but we only have 6 minutes left. Oh, it's a hay. Oh, it has hay on it. I don't know about that. It's a little bit furry for my liking. Speaking of which, if your car is dirty, does that mean it's heavier, which means you get less range? Does that even matter? But is what I'm doing even beneficial? I don't know. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I like range more than I care about getting dirty, so we're gonna get behind this hay truck. Also, the fact that the cameras pop up when you merge and then go red if someone's in your blind spot, literally amazing. He doesn't want me following him. He's like, no Tesla, no nice Tesla, you will not get hay all over you. Okay, fine. So we're just gonna go 65 and we're just gonna stay in the middle lane for now. So guys, I got off the freeway at 198. So I guess driving on the streets is better. I think I've heard that before, so that makes sense. So 193 watt hours per mile. We went 8 kilowatt hours and got 40 miles. I'm about to do the math in a second, but let's plug in. Thankfully, there is one charging spot left. Tesla here, Tesla there. Let's grab charger and put it in. There's a truck over there and it's not charging, which is really annoying because if someone needed to charge, that's a space that's being occupied. But let's see how long this is gonna take. We have about 2 hours remaining before we can continue our trip. Oh, but let's do the math first. So remember, this car has about 60 kilowatt battery pack. And if we get 8, we're gonna take 60 divided by 8, little math class here, so 7.5 kilowatts times 40 gives us about 300. Okay, so this is a little bit more realistic, and honestly, I'm sure we still have some more kilowatts left before we would reach 9. Then we would cover more miles, but this is pretty good. 300? Because keep in mind, that's still about 40 more than what this battery is rated for, because I get about 260 on a full charge, that's what the car says, but with math, it says that we'll get about 300. Thinking about math, remember, I left my house with 262 miles. We went 40 miles. And yes, I've got 1 mile, so really we got here at about 225 miles. And that's only 3 more miles that we saved. Is that worth it? Not really, unless you're on a budget or you just like saving money. It is better for your battery pack too, because you're not stressing it as much. I do wish I aired up my tires, but now they're all about to the correct PSI, so I'm not gonna do that here. I'm just going to wait out the 2 hours. This one's only getting me 26 miles per hour. From there, we're gonna go to the Tesla Lounge in Kettleman. It's about 2.5 hours away, 168 miles. We're gonna get there with pretty good battery percentage. We'll plug in to a free charger I'll add until I find out what I want to do in LA for this first day. And then if I want to do something, I'll just plug into a fast charger and then drive the rest of the way there. Okay, I'm going to catch up to you when I'm done charging. So 2 hours for me, 2 seconds for you. Hey, so it's been about an hour and a half. Just been relaxing in the back right here. It's pretty comfortable. Haven't been using the climate all because Midas blankets got me covered. Check those out. These are so warm in the description below. So I'm going to wake up. Well, I'm already up, so I'm going to get up, use the bathroom, and preheat the car. I'm not going to be using any of the car's battery since we're connected to a charger. That's why I'm going to preheat the car and get super warm and then just start driving down. Jeez, guys, getting on the freeway was not that efficient, but we're headed to Kettleman Lounge. We should get there with about 53% of what we have now is 131 miles, and it's saying we have 166 miles to go, which means that the car is basically treating it like we have 297 miles of range, which is wild because I am at max range right now. I am like I've topped off the battery and we're at 261. Current Tesla Model 3, or my Model 3 light cycle's got a lot of confidence, a whole lot of confidence. So we've been super efficient for a while. Once we got on the freeway, you can see how much energy we've saved. Now, unfortunately, there's no more semi-truck in front of me. They all took the off-ramps. I'm staying at 65, and you can see that my range saving is dropping ever so slightly. I'm getting about 210 miles. Hopefully we find another semi-truck soon because we are hyper-miling up in here. Just a quick checkup. I am in the fast lane going about 75. My top speed, my top that I'm going is 75. My lowest is about 65. So between that 10 mile per hour range is what I'm doing. Now we've lost a lot of progress. We've lost a whole lot. The reason why I'm in the fast lane though is because I'm trying to get behind one of the semi-trucks up here. As long as I'm drafting behind one of them, it should be fine, and if I just move up to a next one, I don't think it's gonna cost me that much in range. So previous predictions are not looking too good. I'm not sure why it gave me so much range and then just dropped it down so crazily. Wow, look at that over there. That'd be a cool place to fly my drone. How do I get over there? That's wild looking. Better mic, like I said. Now, there's a slight problem we have here. We're at the Kettleman chargers. There is an airplane above us somewhere, but ton of these are open. The lounge is right behind me. So why am I not charging? Well, you see that? There's no light. It's off. And so is the other one. So it looks like my plans to free charge here for a long time are thwarted. And I woke up early for nothing because now I'm just gonna go to the fast charger, use the bathroom, and head out to LA again. So let's see what the damage was here. We drove about 3 hours. It took us 3 hours to go about 168 miles. We stayed under 200 hours per mile. That's insane range. Now, something to note, you can see that the graph is dipping right here, and that is when I plugged in this refrigerator, which is running off the car. When I turned off the refrigerator, you can see that I'm getting a lot of miles back. But around here, that dip was because I plugged in my refrigerator. So if we go to trip, yeah, you can see the damage it took on our mile consumption. But what's the important part? Well, we used 168 miles since charge. We have 109 miles left. 168 plus 109 means we'd have gotten 177 miles, which is insane because we're rated to get only 262 out of this thing. Not bad. So I'm plugged into a supercharger. I'm sucking a little bit of juice. We've got 69 miles nice right now. I'm gonna unplug though, and I'm gonna drive to somewhere I think that I found has free charging. Go on Tesla's website for destination charging. You're able to see a bunch of places that have destination charging. So I found this place 148 miles away, so we should make it just fine, though we are going up a mountain. If you have a Tesla, you know that range drops as you go up mountains, but we should be there with 21% it estimates us at, which is fine because if we go here, not only is there a bunch of superchargers along the way, I have to go to Hawthorne, which is south, and just a little bit more ways, there are superchargers here too. So we won't have any issues. I'm going to make it get there with 30% though, so I'm charging up a little bit more just for some extra safety. It's only going to be here for another like 5 minutes though. Not gonna lie, blue Model S's really got me going sometimes. Those look nice. Oh my goodness, it's the pole! Guys, I cannot make this up. These are the reviews on the pole. They say it's life-changing after you pass it. I mean, alright. So it is raining. I think that's about to tank range quite a bit. There's this area right here that's for trucks only. There's only a little bit ways back, but it looks like they're coming back on the freeway, so I'll have more to draft up there whenever I catch up to them. Looking at the energy charts, we're doing pretty good. Even though the refrigerator is still on consuming energy, we're driving so efficient. Stop it. We are still covering our bases, and we should arrive with more than it's projected. You can see we're kind of catching up to that gray line right there. We're still hovering around 200 watt-hours per mile. We've gone about 90 miles in an hour and a half. I know 100% if that refrigerator was not plugged in, we would be doing a lot better right now. We would have so much more range. But the refrigerator has food, but if you don't have a giant refrigerator sucking all your battery energy, you'll have more range if you just draft. Behind semi-trucks, look at, they're so close. Semi, I'm coming for you. All right guys, so not far since that last update, we're going in the mountains, up in that cloud. What will impact us is going up there. See that? That is quite steep going up. So on the way back, look at that. We're just gonna be gaining miles down that thing. However, on the way up, it's gonna suck a lot out of us, I'm assuming. I'm thinking that's what this dip is right here. See how it dips so much? So it's kind of projecting this, which is really nice because after that, we seem to get more range back. Should happen 2 events, one here and then one here, and then pretty much coasting until I get to the free destination charger. So let's go up this mountain. All right, so the trucks left me behind, or I left the trucks. He merged out of my way because there was a lot of trucks. I didn't want to merge back, but check this out, guys. Look at that dip in energy. Oh my goodness, I'm using so much power to get up this hill, but man, is it beautiful. Look at that. Just take that in for a second. Amazing. Beautiful views going up here, honestly. And it's awesome being able to have autopilot, and I'm using my Enhado Sexy buttons, the ones right there, but it's in the footwell. So I just use my All-American socks and just tap it. So I can enjoy the view, and it is absolutely beautiful. What is not beautiful is that we've finally gone into the orange with our rated range. It's pretty accurate to what the trip is saying. I don't really want to drive behind the semi-trucks here because they drive really, really slow, and like this one right here has its hazards on. I think they have their own dedicated lane right here as well. Not 100% sure, but I don't want to mess with that. So we're just staying in the far right lane, just chilling through the mountains. Looks like some wind saved us a few miles on this trip. Hopefully we can recover here. This is all just from elevation. Man, going uphill costs us 18 miles. But there are some trucks coming up, and it looks like they are in the faster lanes. So time to draft again, I guess. Before I let you go though, look on this side. Man, this is just wild, huh? Alright guys, so we're at the Tejon Pass. Not very familiar with this, but it's starting to slope, which could be good. Because also, this is where it looks like the first time we might get some range back is. So we are starting to go green here. We currently have 82 miles on our battery. Just for safety from the trucks, I'm going to move this more to like a 6-car distance. Also because we are just going downhill for the majority of this. Wow, look at that. So beautiful. We were at that truck was going real close over the line. So we're about 200 watt-hours per mile, which is still pretty good. We've stayed consistent this entire time, and like I said, I'm pretty sure if we didn't have the refrigerator, this would be such a higher number. I almost guarantee it. You can see that dip we took coming up, and now we're recovering, gaining miles. I learned a very important lesson today, and it's that not all the destination chargers are in places where you can reach them. So it didn't give me an exact location, but looking at the place, it was gated off. It's gated off, I can't get into it, I can't charge. So I had a backup plan because I'm pretty low. I'm going to the closest next supercharger. It's only about 4 miles away. I'm going to get there at 25%. So still keeping that battery perfectly healthy. Have you ever been to a charging station that you just absolutely hate? Well, that is going to be this one for me. The parking structure, driving through it, there's signs that are like Tesla charging this way, Tesla charging this way, Tesla charging this way, and it takes forever to get to it. This was awful. I have to go get my ticket validated. I just just wanted to charge. I guess it's my fault because when you tap the thing, if you keep reading, it says pay to park. Literally blah, 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 pay to park. But you can get this validated, so I'm gonna go get it validated, though it took me forever to find this place. Let's talk more about our current drive. So we did really, really good. We got less than 190 watt hours per mile, and we went 163 miles in about 3 hours. Now, what does this look like right here? Well, 163 plus 71, that's gonna give us, oh, not good. That's going to give us 230-ish about. So EPA range, this really dipped us right here. And I think we could have done good if the refrigerator wasn't running, but gotta keep the food cool. So yeah, that definitely kind of knocked us down a bit. So there's supposed to be a charging station there, but sign says it's out of order. Because, so this is a Tesla vehicle charger, right? It's out of service and it's blinking red because someone cut the cable. What the heck? That's messed up. So I'm driving home now, and I just wanted to say thank you for joining me on this journey. Tell me what you think. Is there anything I can improve upon? Because I love doing these range tests. It's super fun, even though it takes a lot of time. But the data that I can just see and everything, it's just amazing. And try it for yourself. Trust me, it's fun. Even if you don't like driving slow, remember, you have autopilot. So anyways, thanks again for joining me. Check out all the other videos on the channel. There'll be more range tests coming soon, better ones, because I've learned a lot from this one. So join me on those, and thanks for watching.